could be starting a business out, you could be 5 years into your business, but when you come to one of our tours, you're still going to leave with some type of knowledge.
Hey there, podcast listeners. Want to hear more from Hidden Images Podcast? Download Next Level Internet Radio app and start tuning into some of the hottest underground artists from all over. Plus, Hidden Images Podcast airs every Monday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Download now. Welcome to Hidden Images Podcast, powered by Next Level Internet Radio. And for the next 2 hours, we're bringing you nothing but the biz as it relates to Black business, Black entrepreneurs, and Black culture. And I just want to start off by saying happy Monday to all of our listeners out there. Everyone here live on Instagram, on Facebook, thank you all. I really appreciate your support here in the Next Level Internet Radio family. We all love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to remind everyone out there that I do own an online digital magazine. Don't forget, Hidden Images Digital Magazine. Currently, right now, we have our spring issue volume 3. Ready to go, online, ready for you to read. Get to know some of those business owners in there because they have poured their heart and souls into their interviews and me writing those articles. It just means so much to me when I sit down and I'm learning so much about these entrepreneurs, and then they share so many things with me. And I just want you guys to be aware that I do have an online magazine, and I want you to read it and support it. Like and subscribe. www.hiddenimagesdigitalmagazine.com. So I also want to let you guys know that next week I will have a big announcement about our next Women with Purpose tour. I know all of you are so excited. Thank you all who have jumped on board. Texarkana followed us to Dallas. We are on our 3rd tour coming up this summer, and it will be in Fort Worth, Texas. So I will have all the great news for you guys next Monday. So before we introduce our first guest, before we get started, I do kind of want to talk a little bit about last night's fiasco. And this isn't a podcast for celebrity gossip or for any type of gossip, but I do want to relate it to business in some type of way. And last night's, the Oscars was just, wow. I don't know if you guys watched it. I don't know if you guys tuned in to the aftermath or if you woke up to it, but apparently Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia now, and she's now bald on her hair. And Chris Rock, being a comedian that he is, made a joke about her being the next on the G.I. Jane movie cover. And it was distasteful in Jada Pinkett's eyes. And therefore, it caused Will Smith to get up on stage and slap Chris Rock. I just want to touch bases on that because this is a show about business. This is a show about entrepreneurs. And this is a show especially about Black entrepreneurs and building Black entrepreneurs up. And I thought that was very distasteful because of the platform that it was on, like the Oscars. If you watch the Oscars, if that's what all actors and actresses aim to get to, is the Oscars. And for that to have happened on the Oscars, I think that could have been handled a lot better. I hate to dive into their personal situation, but everything that they've been going through personally that we all know about, and all the things that they've been putting out in the air lately, especially on Jada's end, it just kind of could have been handled in a better situation. But as a business owner, as a professional, you have to know how to maintain and carry yourself. There's a time and place for everything. I don't care who you are, how much money you've made, what platform you think you have to maintain professionalism. And that's what this podcast is about. It's about being able to go out in the world and understand what it is and what it takes to be an entrepreneur and what it takes to be a business owner and have that business mindset. And I love Will Smith. I love Chris Rock. But there comes a time in a day where physical altercations just shouldn't happen. And on a platform like the Oscars, where Black entrepreneurs, Black actors, and Black actresses have strived so hard to get there, I think that was very distasteful for that to happen. But again, I just wanted to touch bases on that. We're going to dive into our episode. Again, thank you for tuning in to Hidden Images Podcast, powered by Next Level Internet Radio. And we are going to introduce our guest today. Her name is Jessieca Savage. She is the owner of Mainstage Entertainment. How you doing today, Jessieca?
I am doing absolutely awesome. Blessed and highly favored.
Excited
to be here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm truly excited because you and I, we just recently met. We just had an amazing photo session at the Fort Worth Water Gardens, and I was just so excited how those pictures turned out. And you actually inspired me from that event. This morning I woke up.
Okay.
You did. I woke up.
Okay.
I did. Like you did. I woke up and I took those pictures from some of our event, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna create another event. Like we're just gonna do this all over again, and we're just gonna have models come out. Mm-hmm. So June 4th, I am creating a model type network event where models can come out, entrepreneurs like yourself can come out, meet other models, and we'll do some more pictures. We'll have brunch, and I'm just so excited that took place because you inspired me to carry on and continue this. So I'm gonna let you talk and dive more into Mainstage and telling us what it's all about, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Number one.
Thank you.
And the goal is to connect and cross collab and get to know one another in business as well as just building rapport. Mm-hmm. So June 4th sounds like a date that Mainstage Entertainment can definitely do. Mm-hmm. And to everybody out there, I encourage you. The images were great. She was a nice, refreshing air. It was just nice. I didn't have to micromanage anything. I don't even know where I was half the time, but it was great. The models definitely appreciated. So to those that don't know me, my name is Jessieca Savage. I am the CEO of Mainstage Entertainment. We are located in Fort Worth, Texas. We are a talent management company. So creatives, comedians, authors, models, photographers, makeup artists. I ran into a barber the other day. Whatever your business is, you would like to go to the next level or make sure that you're doing everything that you can do so you are prepared to excel to the next level, then that's where I come in. I help you out, make sure everything is where it needs to be. And if it's not, we learn together, we grow together, and we still get it done. I do also have Savage Ceo Llc, and that is an online boutique. Okay. It is boutique style clothing, evening wear, club wear, night club wear, sleepwear. We just added body shaping, elements to the collection as well. We are going into more evening wear, and there is custom apparel available. So we do style. Let's just say, like you say, you have a June 4th. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, Jessica, we need a designer to come in, but we need it to be this specific theme. Mm-hmm. So if you want to do 80s, 90s, grunge, whatever it is, then I would design all of the clothes to fit that theme. Okay. So it's not necessarily just what you see online, but you can also get custom wear to fit your brand, your music video, what have you. Mm-hmm. But we just roll.
I like that. I like specifically what you said when you said we help build brands and build comedians and models. And if it's something that we don't know, we're going to learn it together. Yes. That's exactly how I am when it comes to the advertising side of my magazine. I have a client now, and I'm sitting up here telling him, like, everything that I'm telling you, I promise you I'm learning it with you. We're doing this together. I'm not putting you out there so you can get eaten by sharks when it comes to building your brand. No, we're going to do this together. So I really like that aspect of building other entrepreneurs. It's just not leaving you out there to fail. Like, we're going to do this together. Right. So how long have you been in business? How long have you been the CEO?
I have been CEO since 2012. The business started off, I tell everybody, I started in the music and the entertainment industry just altogether, in and out at the age of 3. I want to say 2012, 2013, I started off on a street team, and then that moved to being a personal assistant to a record label. And then from there, just learning, growing, going to South by Southwest, and just being in the room and not just sitting there taking notes. Working the room, networking. Hi, how you doing? You know, I'm just a personal assistant right now, but if there's anything, you know, making myself known, not just being there. And then it just blossomed from there. Most of the business currently is off of referrals, and that's something that I just absolutely love.
That's some of the best business you can have, is the business that's coming off of referrals. I say that all the time. Like, I love people that contact me off Google. I love people that contact me off Facebook. But that referral means so much more to me than a Facebook lead and a Google lead, because I know I've impacted that person enough to where they're telling other people about my business. And so I love when people say I get most of my business off word of mouth, because it just shows, you know, like to the consumer, to your buyers, to your clients, that you care about your brand, especially enough for me to go tell other people about your brand. So I love it. I love it. So when you say that, do you come from a musical background? You say you started at 3. Is this a musical or modeling or?
Oh, it's a little
bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything. So the specific situation at 3 was more toward the acting. I've auditioned for Oscar Mayer. I've been an Oscar Mayer winner kid.
Really?
Yes.
I want to see that.
Oh my gosh!
I want to see that. Yes. I want to see that.
I've been published. I went to Lincoln. Well, now it's Lincoln College of Technology in Grand Prairie, but I was published in their brochure from 2013 to 2017. I've been in newspapers. I've been on TV. I've been on radio. It's where I'm comfortable. I've been in production management. I toured with the stage play, did the sound and lighting, props, all of the good stuff. Oh yeah, this is your life. That's your background. It is my element. It's what I do.
I love that. That's what I was telling my last guest. Is she does hair, and she has this education behind it that other entrepreneurs in her background just may or may not have. And I said, well, that's what makes you stand out, is that you actually live what you do. You're educated about what you do. Sounds like I'm hearing the same thing here. Like, you live, eat, and breathe this entertainment business. So how difficult is it, or has it been for you, to manage the entertainment and manage life?
One of the things that I pride myself on, once I learned how to do it, is time management. It is one of the first courses that we learned in college, and I was just like, why do I need to learn this right now? It's just, I don't really need this. This is not part of anything to do with broadcasting or any. Yeah, you definitely need it. So learning time management, and actually realizing that taking the time to take the time management course was a lesson in and of itself. Just balance. Learning when to say no as well. That's definitely agree. One of my biggest things. Learning when to say no. I will say yes to a project all day, like you said. I live and breathe the entertainment. I love it. Keep me busy. But learning to say no.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree. I mean, all money isn't good money. Even the money in your industry, because I've turned down clients before. Like, I'm busy, I can't do it, or you really don't sound like you really committed, so I ain't gonna even follow through on my end. It doesn't even matter. Like, if you really want to make this happen,
you was teetering.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. You know, it's just like, no, leave it alone. Move on to the next, opportunity that comes your way. So I absolutely agree. And to touch on that, the one thing I found is so important juggling is find time to rest. Like, saying no and just turning off your phone, turning off your tablet, turning that computer off, and closing your eyes. Even if you aren't sleeping, just get that rest. 30 minutes. That's all you need, because your body will let you know.
Yeah.
And it will shut down and will force you to rest.
You'll be sitting down before you know it.
Before you know it.
You thought you had something to do.
You wake up, wait a minute, what happened? No, you need
phone still in your hand. I'm about to press submit.
Yes, because being an entrepreneur, is a 24-hour thing, and for you, it's 24 hours in a lifetime. For some of us, we're just getting started. We haven't even lived. Like, for me, I'm use myself as an example. I've been in business now for maybe 3 years. So I don't have half of the experience that you have. So it's just like seeing other entrepreneurs and then hearing them. Well, I've done this since I was a kid, and it definitely is a juggle. Like, you have to juggle it, and you have to be able to find that time management and rest. So I'm excited. I'm excited for everything you have going on, like everything. So the next time you have an event, please let me know, because I want to be there. Okay. I know you let me know about your upcoming event. Yes. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So April 9th, we are having a fashion show and fashion model and brand ambassador workshop. Mm-hmm. It is going to feature 3 of the most sought after models in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They are a team MSE models. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. They will be coaching you all on how to walk, pose, turn, when to give attitude, different one-way styles, because different runways everything is not the same. You may have learned one thing one way, but if you go to another model call, they may ask you to do something a different way, because that's how they want it for that particular show. And then on the brand ambassador, learning how to network and create content so you can have brands reach out to you. Hey, I want you to wear this shirt on your next reel or whatever it is. I will be speaking on the educational portions of it, just making sure, hey, models, you might want to have this, and that. You might want to have your comp card, model bags, things of that nature, but not just the stuff that you read on the internet. I will be speaking from experience. The models will be teaching and speaking from experience as well. That is April 9th from 1 to 4 at Royal Lane Studios in Fort Worth, Texas.
Awesome.
Sorry, Grand Prairie, Texas.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. I've been trying to get out to more and more events lately, so I definitely I have something I think planned that day, but your next event. I'm there. I'm making sure of that. So tell me, like, you're into music, you're into the modeling, coaching. What's your favorite aspect? What's your favorite, like, when you have a particular client, and who's your favorite client?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. If I could narrow it down, if I had to choose, just the number one, I would have to say music.
The music artist.
Yes.
Okay.
Music, because there's so many things. Not to say that there are not many things you can do in the other industries, but there's so many things that you can do with music. There's so many ways that you can connect with people, get your message out, get the word, all of that. There's so many ways to do that.
Yeah, I agree. You could put all the messages right in the lyrics.
You can break it down, break it up, chop it, screw it,
remix
it, slow it down, bring it back 10 years later, that type of thing.
That is so true. I like that answer. For me, I think with everything I do, I love when I interview people, especially like for the magazine. And then I'll usually record all of our interviews, and then I'll go back and I'll sit and listen to it. And when I listen to it, the emotion really comes, because some of these people, like, they really pour into what they tell me or what they share. And I think it's just so heartfelt when I go back and I'm listening to their stories and I'm hearing what they've been through, and some of the reasons why they've started their business. So I've lost a loved one, or they inspired me to do this, or just like Reese, one of my co-founders of the Women with Purpose Tour. She founded her business, after her father passed away, and he was the one who inspired her to do what she does. Right. So it's just, that's my favorite part of it. So I just wanted to hear your favorite part just to see, because it's always just so different. But, in the future, where do you plan on taking Mainstage? Is this something that you guys have been doing, like traveling, or is this here based in Dallas? Or
so that answer is we're gonna take a minute to get this. I'm gonna take about 20 minutes. Okay, cool. All right. So with Mainstage Entertainment, the goal is to collab and bring as many entrepreneurs like minds that are going for the goal. When I say the goal, I mean the whole goal. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about making sure your legal paperwork is done, making sure your business credit and your personal credit is done, making sure you have the funds to go where you need to go, the sponsorships, the investors, whatever it is. All of those good things we plan on encompassing and opening multiple venues, multiple recreation centers, multiple fine arts schools around Dallas-Fort Worth, yes, but wherever we are welcome. We overseas, international, everywhere. Just to give an example, there is a building that I have been looking at for years, and it's been looking right back at me. People have bought it, the contracts have fell through. It's an old daycare. It has about 10 to 12 classrooms inside, the office space, the kitchen, things of that nature. The dream is to get that building or a building, something like that, or build from the ground up. I'm down with that too.
Yeah.
And, I'm up for that as well. Have those rooms out to, like I mentioned, the barber. The barber wants to do certain things, maybe incorporate schools. So not necessarily teach you how to cut hair, but maybe teach you the business side of running a barbershop. There's also another young lady by the name of Miss Phoenix. She wants to do sewing instruction. Just providing a space. My model, Love Moni B, she wants to be a tutor. Not just tutoring for after school, but tutoring and also learning more curriculum. Teaching sign language and things of that nature. Not just a regular recreation center, but the things that we struggle to find as adults, or maybe our parents didn't recognize it, didn't know where to put us, whatever it is. Not just a Boys and Girls Club or YMCA, but something that can actually fine-tune what we're looking for. So vocal coaching, drama, theatrics, all of it. That is the goal.
I like that. I would love to be a part of that too.
Yeah, come on. Come on with it.
I would because my personal goal, like I say this all the time, but it's just something that I'm like really diving into. But like for the last 10 years, like I've been studying Spanish. So that's like my personal goal for me, is to continue to learn the language and just like be fluent in the language, but also to teach it back. So I have a Facebook page, Spanish with Sabrina. So I've been kind of starting to teach people a little bit here and there about Spanish. And I really want to dive into the business aspects of it. Like when I'm meeting entrepreneurs, just help them learn enough Spanish to where they can meet clients in the Hispanic culture and at least start the sale.
Absolutely.
So that's my goal. So I definitely want to be a part of it.
I'm so excited that you said that. There are so many benefits to being bilingual, trilingual, multilingual, whatever it is. So there are certain times where I'll go for days just speaking in nothing but Spanish.
¿Hablas español?
Girl, what you said? All day. I can read it, write it, understand it, speak it back to you, break it down, hold it to my holler.
Yeah, I found someone.
Hey, order ask what time is it? I'm here for it all. Let's go.
Sí, yo no quiero hablar en español, pero porque tengo nervioso cuando hablar en español.
See,
that's my problem.
I have something of a similar. I would like to fix my tongue.
No.
I got my I got my ribs. I got all my burritos inside. I got all those. All the taquitos. So no, but like my Texas twang.
Texas twang.
I would love. I promise y'all, I can speak Spanish. I can. I'm not comfortable with my twang. So I will
speak Spanish. Ella habla español. Sí.
Yes,
me encanta.
But I will respond in English just because of my comfort level. But I can respond in Spanish. I just yes, I can. Yes, you can talk to me in Spanish. And I will respond.
Contigo.
Yes.
See. Please, hable. Please. So you know what? We're gonna go back in English because we're gonna lose our listeners.
Right.
But definitely on that note, you and I definitely gonna connect. When I start messaging you and talking to you, it's just straight Spanish.
Yes.
I love that. But I like what you said, and I'm not biased towards Spanish. I feel like you said, being multilingual in any other language, even sign language. Yes. That's very important. I tell that to a lot of, authors that are writing books. Think about it, like, who's reading your books? Like, people with some disabilities are also reading your books as well. Yes. So if they're not able to, communicate, they're probably doing things by sign language. So also try to put things in other languages as well. So that's the goal I'm getting to, especially with my branding and everything like that with the business. I definitely want to have everything in English. I want to have multilingual ads and just straight Spanish ads. And so I'm definitely transitioned to that. But girl, see, this is why I love this show, because you learn so much about people. So much about people, and that's why it's so important to network. I said it last week, and I'll say it again, and probably again next week. Like, it is so important to get out and network and meet other people and meet entrepreneurs, even if they're not directly in your field. Right. Like, how can we collaborate? Because that's going to make something different. Like, I have a collaboration coming up with a friend. She does. Nadia of Drink Me Out. She does alcohol infused drinks, and she does non-alcohol infused drinks. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, I'm a photographer. How can we incorporate this? Okay, well, we'll do photo shoots and we'll offer beverages at the photo shoots. So just different ways to incorporate.
She can be used as a sponsor. Mm-hmm. She can also get her own branding shoot. She herself, she can get models and brand ambassadors from the event that you're hosting. Again, there are a lot of different avenues that you can go, but you have to be open to. You do. It's not just one event. Go deeper. Yeah. So one of the things that I say to my clients, or even if I'm at an event, you never know who you know until you know them. Yeah. So just network, Snapchats, TikToks, Facebooks, Instagrams, Alignables, LinkedIn's. Whoever else, everything, all of them. Yep.
And it's so important that if you're not on those platforms, to get on those platforms. Yes. I know a lot of people like, oh no, I hate social media. Well, you better start kind of liking it. You don't gotta like it all the way, but you better like it a little bit enough.
I will admit, I hide from social media sometimes. It can be overwhelming. Not because, oh my gosh, it's social media, but because we are busy sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it was last week I was in 8 different project groups on Facebook, 6 different project groups on Instagram, and 2 projects that my clients had brought me, and they were all just. So yeah, it took about 3 days. Look, y'all know I'm here. I'll respond to the important stuff. Tag me. let me know when you need me to chime in. Give me about 3 days, and I'll be right back. I promise.
I understand.
I promise.
It's like that. Like
I love it though. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, right?
Yes.
The more coming, the more money is coming.
Yes.
The more business, the more network, the more connections are made.
Yes. Less net worth.
So we've got your baby girl in here.
Uh-oh.
Apparently school was out.
That's the headline. Apparently school was out today.
And nobody knew.
Nobody informed the parents of. Yeah.
So how wife, mom, entrepreneur, how do you balance that all together? Because that's a balance.
Smile on my face. It is definitely something to adjust and think on my toes. It keeps me on my toes. All titles. Mm-hmm. So you got to be ready to move and pivot and
You do.
And just be prepared.
You do.
So we are prepared. She has a Lunchable, you know.
There you go.
She has her journal and something to write with.
There you go.
And she's, 5 feet from me. So she's good.
She's good.
She's
I love it.
Little Capri Sun. She all right.
I love entrepreneurs who have children, and specifically mom entrepreneurs. And I even saw on social media that there's like some type of debate about the word mom entrepreneur and how they don't say dad entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So how do you feel about the word mom entrepreneur?
I myself personally, I don't delve into that part of the politics of the word and all that other stuff. A human is a human. But as far as the title, it's just words. Yeah. It's just the title. Please get out your feelings. Yeah. It's just the word. If you're an entrepreneur, male, female, them, they, he, she, it doesn't matter. Go for your goal. Mm-hmm. What somebody is calling you, unless it's the bank telling you that the check cleared, shouldn't matter. That's just how I personally feel.
I love that. I love that answer. That's the most perfect answer. I love that.
I will tell you, I am not in the business of feelings. Mm-hmm. Feelings are for cake, pies, and donuts.
Yep. And that is important when you're an entrepreneur. You have to have tough skin.
Very thick skin.
Yeah, and I don't think that mom entrepreneur is a bad word. I think it just actually shows empowerment, because a long time ago, women couldn't work at all. So now we're able to work. We're able to get out from behind the kitchen and just do everything that we want to do. I think mom entrepreneur just shows just so much strength in a woman.
It does.
So I love mom entrepreneurs out there. Those are some of my favorite entrepreneurs. I'm not a mother yet, but I am married, and he's like a big child.
I was about to say, you somebody's mama somewhere, but you beat me to it. I'm
husbands. I'm pretty sure, if you're a wife and you're a listener out there, you probably can relate. My husband sometimes is a big child. I take care of him. I'm like, gosh. But, shoot, when I see my sisters out there juggling everything, because she has 3 kids, and they, do sports, activities, and she's working. She does her own business. It's that's a lot more than what I have to deal with. So, I really do commend mom entrepreneurs. Y'all out there doing the thing.
We rolling. I got one that just finished basketball that went straight into softball. And then the little one here that's with me is, she's the model, Carrie the model. And then we have 3 older. One just won an art contest and a cupcake contest, I believe. And the other one is excelling in welding. And the oldest is Army.
Whoa. So how many children do you have? Because you don't look like, I thought you only had this one
baby.
It's
a whole pack of them behind me. It's a whole, slew of them. We have 5.
Wow,
but
I love that.
I am open-hearted, so to speak, I guess is the best word for it. So I think my final count is 26 children, godchildren.
I love that.
That's 26 of them.
Oh, wow.
And yes, 27.
Wow.
And I try to get to every last one of them. Who got what, when? Okay, wait.
I don't see how you keep up with that.
I love them, they love me too.
I love kids too. I have 7 nieces and nephews, and my nieces, we can get along, but my nephews, I don't see how you deal with your sons. How you communicate with them boys, because I don't understand my nephews at all.
I let them do the talking. I let them just, go for it. And when I catch something, I'm either going to say, what? Or I'm going to laugh with you. One of the two. One of the two. Because they definitely have some conversations that you would have to adjust to. But yeah, other than that, they're great.
I just leave them alone. Here's $20, nephew. That's all I know how to do right now. Here you go. But
you giving off rich auntie vibes.
Yeah.
Every time auntie come over, I get $20. Is it Christmas? Nah.
And they just don't know. I'll be hurt for that, you and that nephew, but this is the only thing I know to make you happy.
This is what I got.
I love it. I love it. So, any other models in the family? I know you said Carrie the model.
There are not. Just Carrie the model. You know what? I'm sorry. I just lied out loud. My husband.
Oh, okay.
My husband is, he is a male model.
Mm-hmm.
He is secretly pursuing his male modeling career.
Okay.
So he shocked me the other day. He was like, I got an audition.
Okay.
You got a what? You like submitted yourself?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So yes, there's 2 models apparently.
Okay, I love that. Okay. So, is this something that he's just starting, or because you sound a little shocked?
Well, I have been in the fashion industry for quite some time, and somewhere up and through us being together, I told him that he was going to be my model. I couldn't even tell you how long ago that was. I couldn't even tell you what I was dreaming about at that moment. All I knew was that's what I said. Last year, February 27th, I entered into my first fashion show with my clothing line, Savage Ceo, and he was my male model.
Oh, okay.
So that's really, I said it jokingly, and then it happened.
I've been trying to get my husband behind the camera, but he's very photogenic, and he's very handsome, and he looks very young.
Set him up.
I tried.
Just like maybe I need you to test shots real quick. Just put this suit on and put you in this light in this suit and take this picture.
Maybe I'm too obvious about it.
Yeah, I got this new lens, baby. Let me try this out real quick. Buy something off of Amazon. Just I got this new soft light, baby. Something. Trickle. If you watch it, that's not. If she invites you, that's not what she's doing. She's not kidnapping you to do a photo shoot. She's really just taking test shots that she might post later.
I seriously because I need to work with more male models. I want to work with more male models and male entrepreneurs. So same thing, for any guests out there, any people out there listening that want to be a guest on my podcast. If you're a male entrepreneur, yes, I do work with male entrepreneurs. I get a lot of questions asked because I tend to work with female entrepreneurs more. It's because I'm a female. It's just easier for us to connect. But I do have to find, more male entrepreneurs to work with. So
I would encourage you to dive into Facebook.
Yeah.
And what I do whenever I start networking, excuse me, if I'm out somewhere, Instagram is really good for it. Well, I think you can do it on Facebook too. I just discovered it on Instagram. You can save people in certain categories. So if you want to go back and work with them, you already have your catalog built. So when we do start traveling, let's say if we go to California, Atlanta, or something like that, I've already built a relationship with these people, whether it be over the phone or following them for years or whichever it is. But whenever I go to Atlanta, I can click on my Atlanta saves and photographers, venues, makeup artists, whatever it is, and then build from there.
Yeah, I like the term you just said, of building the relationships, because that's, I think that just dives deeper into what networking actually is. I think a lot of people think that, excuse me, networking is just showing up, passing out a card, and going home and never contacting that person again. Oh, I've done networking. That's not networking. That's just the not even the start of networking. The start of networking is actually building a relationship with people, staying in communication, showing up, supporting each other's events, and just reaching out also beyond just the business world. How are you doing? How's your family? How have you been? Your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Yeah, it's just, building that rapport outside of the business world, because, we wake up every day and of course we're going to work, but that personal interaction that I get when I'm at work, that's just not about work at all. It's probably the best interaction that I have because I'm just constantly working and thinking about it all day. I just love that building the relationship part of it, because it's just so much deeper than the business aspect.
Right. There's a group that I'm in on Facebook called, I think it's either Business Besties or Building Business Besties, something like that. And it does, it's pretty much safe haven, so to speak, for not just women, but just people that are in business that are surrounded by people that are not entrepreneurs. So some things aren't understood. They don't understand. Yeah. So us being up all hours of the night thinking about ideas at 2:00 in the morning, or jumping up, writing something down, or texting ourselves. Who you texting? Me. I'm talking to myself at 3:00 in the morning. I'm finna roll over, send this message real quick, put the phone down, and go back to sleep until my alarm goes off. Like there are certain things that we as creatives go through on a daily basis. And unless you are in that headspace, why would you be up why are you up at 2:00 in the morning on Facebook?
Working.
I'm working, right. Why are you up at 2:00 in the morning on Facebook? You scrolling. I'm doing two different things.
Exactly. It's funny that you say all that too, because just the other day I sent my husband a message and it had a person's name, phone number, and their email address, and he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, I just need it. I need to send this information somewhere."
Look, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's not for you.
I just needed to put this in the notes.
Exactly.
He was the first person. Here you go.
Yeah.
Send it back to me when we get back to the house.
Exactly.
All right.
I get it. I'm up all the time at 2 or 3 in the morning just working, because I really get a lot done overnight. I really do. That's why I told you I was up.
Yes.
Making that flyer and all that. I'm like, I got to get this out of my head now. No, this event is going to happen. No. We're going to make this happen.
I'm not do some stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to put some stuff to the left, put some stuff to the right, and work on the middle. Okay.
Exactly. And get it done. I'm to the point now to where I'm not afraid of myself anymore.
Right.
I'm not afraid of putting myself out there on social media anymore. I'm not afraid to do this podcast. Actually starting this podcast, like, helping me conquer my own fears of speaking. Like, I don't speak in front of people very often. I just started doing this. I just started the Win With Purpose tour, this podcast. So all of this is helping me conquer my own fears that I have within myself and that I'm afraid of myself. So I just want to encourage any entrepreneurs out there that are listening. I guarantee you the only person stopping you is you.
Right.
I guarantee you that. And I'm experiencing that right now, because I probably could have done this years ago.
Right.
But I was afraid. Like, social media was out, but I really wasn't into it. I really didn't know or care how to get into it, especially building a brand.
Right.
Off of social media or for social media.
Because we see certain things on social media, we see what they want us to see. So if it doesn't look like, if the flyer that you created doesn't look like somebody else's flyer that's doing something similar, then it may be intimidating. That person has no idea that they are intimidating you. They putting their flyer out just like you put your flyer out, and they might have been just as scared as you were. But the difference is they put their flyer out.
They did it.
Whether one person show up or 20, they did it. So you really have to look at it as, I tell people all the time, nobody's going to tell you you're tired but you. One of my mottos is make a plan, write it down, and execute. So if you want to do something, do your research and do it. There are a lot of things that are going to hold you back. They aren't. It's your mind playing tricks on you. There's always more than one way to get out of, get over, get through any situation to get to your goal. If that's something that you just absolutely and truly wanted to do, then you would have done it.
I agree. Absolutely 100% agree with everything you just said. And it's just proven facts. Like I told Douglas a few weeks ago, like the fundamentals of business, they never change. So it's just like everything that it takes to build a business that we're discussing here and we'll be discussing next week are the same things that they've been doing back in the day. The only thing, you just have to keep up with the times. But now we've got social media. Back then, you were probably advertising in newspapers, magazines,
phone books.
The yellow pages.
In the back, back with all the coupons. And there's somebody back there.
And even now, we still know to do that. We still know to get that phone book, look for coupons, or get the newspaper. There's going to be some coupons in there. Mm-hmm. My sister does it all the time. None of those things still change. You just have to keep up with the new things that's going on. So
it's all about who you want to reach. So if you want to reach people that read newspapers, then you need to advertise in the newspaper.
Exactly.
If you want to reach people that are on social media, then your focus should be social media.
Exactly.
If you want to reach people that are driving down the highway, then billboards should be your focus. Mm-hmm. You want to be in boutiques and all that good stuff, go into the malls, use their advertising.
Yep.
Just, get there.
Yep. That's so true. And like every like you're just saying, every platform is different. You're not going to have the same followers on Instagram that you do on Facebook. It's just not the same. Those are two different platforms. I notice every time I post a picture on Instagram, nobody sees it. But if I post a video on Instagram, people are going to see it. Right. Everybody sees it. I get more likes, more views, more shares if I post a video on Instagram. So I need to be posting more videos when I go to Instagram because it's working.
And that's another thing that I speak to entrepreneurs about is checking your insights.
Yep.
Those are there for you to learn yourself.
Insights and analytics.
Analytics.
Same thing.
And also your Google Analytics, your Facebook Analytics, your Instagram Analytics. I always tell people this, I am Google famous. Mm-hmm. So if you decide to tap on something that I review, I can guarantee you it's already got like 4,000 views within the first hour of me posting my review of the Lazy Dog or whatever it is. So usually when I go into a restaurant, last night we went into a restaurant. All of the waiters were complaining about how much money they didn't make and how slow it was. And we weren't necessarily paying attention. I was taking pictures of the food. And I guess our waiter saw me taking pictures of the food. To me, I think that was a signal for him. Okay, maybe she's posting a review or something like that. So let me step my game up. Just the smallest things, yes, you need to step your game up. Because, yes, I am posting pictures. Yes, you absolutely need to. And people are going to see it. I do have followers on Google. It's a real thing.
I'm going to follow you there because I like that.
Yes, follow me on Google. Follow me on Amazon.
We need to collab.
All of it.
I got something for you.
Okay, great.
I do, because part of what I do with the magazine, I want to start implementing more business reviews and kind of like the Google reviews, but for the magazine. You might be the perfect person to do my review page.
Yes. I am up for it.
I love that. More collaborations.
Yes. So, yes, anything that you can, wherever you go, brand yourself.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
Main,
I like that.
The main message.
Yeah. And you're right. It is about everywhere you go about branding yourself. And that's why that Oscar stunt is so important, because that's part of, that is going to come back and hit him hard. He's lucky if Chris Rock doesn't sue him. Because that really could hit him hard.
It about as hard as he hit him. You're right.
You know what? I wasn't trying to make a pun there.
I was. I did it.
That's funny. I didn't even catch myself.
I did. I caught it. I'm gonna stop that.
Y'all know she's a comedian too. She's got this whole background of stuff.
That's funny.
But yeah, the branding, it is so important.
It is.
And it's weird because I'm finding myself buying more purple clothes because my branding colors are purple and black. So I've been out and I bought these custom made chucks, and they have purple pearls all over them, and I've just been buying. I bought some purple earrings and purple.
I'm so excited for you.
So literally, and my favorite color is red. My favorite color is red, but my branding colors are purple and black for a reason, because I love Selena and I love Aaliyah.
Okay.
And their favorite, Selena's favorite color is purple, and Aaliyah's favorite color was black.
You know what?
So
I like it. I like it.
that's why my business colors are purple and black. They actually do have meaning. So.
Okay.
So, but let's talk about that. Besides the background that you come from, this entertainment background, what else does it mean to you to have Mainstage Entertainment?
So the name Mainstage Entertainment, it came to me because I have a thing for strippers. So
I love it.
That's where the name came from.
I love it.
That is not what we do currently.
I love it.
At Mainstage Entertainment.
I love it.
But that is where the name was birthed from. So Mainstage Entertainment, the colors of Mainstage Entertainment are purple and lime green. Those are my favorite colors. Purple is my favorite color just in general. Most of the time when you see me, I would have something on that is purple. And most of my clothes on my website do have a purple option. And the lime green is my best friend's favorite color. And she, I kind of love her a little bit, so. Then Savage CEO, there were some activities and events that transpired as to the reason where I got the last name Savage. And usually when I step out on a business aspect, I'm usually cute. So the name came from me, Savage CEO. And then my clothes are things that I would wear or I would like to wear, or something if I saw somebody else in, be like, oh, yes, that type of thing. The colors are purple and blue. My favorite color is purple and blue. But yes, all of it has meaning.
I like that. So when you step by, if you're not wearing Mainstage,
right?
Yes. You're in your
Savage CEO.
Savage CEO. I love it, man. I'm still building that, like making sure that I'm constantly in my brand and constantly wearing. But today I'm supporting someone else's brand.
I see the M.
I want to say shout out to Leonard Anderson, Making Moves and Thanking God Apparel. This is his shirt. I bought it at Reese's last pop-up event in Texarkana, the Exotic Nights pop-up event. This is a pretty shirt. I love flowy shirts like this. I love things like that. It fits me perfectly. So it is important to wear your brand, and since I do own a magazine that represents other brands, it is important for me to be representing other brands as well. So again, shout out to Leonard Anderson, owner of Making Moves and Thanking God clothing line. So back to Mainstage Entertainment. Are you ready to model, Sweet? You ready? You want to get on air?
No.
Just like
no.
You could teach us about this new math, because that new math your kids got going on, I don't know it.
I did multiplication and division.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
look.
Oh, please don't.
I love kids. Like, kids are my heart. I don't have them yet. And I later on in the podcast, I'll start sharing a lot more about me and then my journey to become a mother. I won't share that today. That's something you'll have to keep up with me on. But if you know me and you follow my pages, then you know my story. So we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, I love kids. Like, bring her on anytime. Next time you're here, bring her too. We're going to interview you next, okay? She's like, okay. I love it. Okay, so back to Mainstage Entertainment. So we have all of these things going on. We have the modeling. We have the acting. We have coaching, business development. How did you decide to put all that together, especially with the business development side of it?
One of the first artists that I managed, that's something that she did.
Okay.
So it she was just like, if you're going to represent me, then you need to make sure that you have this, and this. And she always kept me on my toes because that's just what her background was. The artistry that she was performing was something that she was doing as a hobby, but she still wanted to make sure that she was represented well in her hobby. So she kind of helped me get into the artist development side of that, and once I did, it's pretty interesting, like what you need to have, what you need to know, who you need to know, how fast you need to know it, other people's deadlines, even though you may be ready to go, it may be something that takes 3 months to get done, so you might want to do that right now, so whenever such and such happens, you'll be ready for it 6 months down the road, because it's a 3-month process in the first place. And it intrigued me, so I just incorporated that into Mainstage Entertainment. And then for the management side, it's also for the artist or the talent that I represent as well, because once you graduate from Mainstage Entertainment and you go to another company, or even if you go independently, you still need to know what you need to have, the changes, where to find updates, and who to go through, who to trust, and then also building your network, so you know that even if I'm not with this particular company, not necessarily just Mainstage Entertainment, but I can go out and do this for myself, and I can do it the right way.
Absolutely. It's so important to understand that, because I think a lot of a part of working as an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, you know, is understanding, you know, who you're working with. Not everybody, you shouldn't be working with everybody. Just like you said earlier, learning when to say no, you know, but having that knowledge and with the company that you're with, if they're building that with you, so that way when you leave, you're able to go out on your own, that's so important. I think that's different. I haven't seen a modeling agency or an entertainment company that goes above and beyond besides just the entertainment part of it. So that's why I asked, you know, how did you get into that side of it? Because it's different.
We want to, at Mainstage Entertainment, we want to be represented well, and we want you to make sure that you can represent yourself well with just being in the room. Whether we put you in the room or not, you still need to know what is being told to you, know what is being requested of you, and how to respond. So some of my clients, we go through speech training. I show them how to do interviews, how to prepare for, you know, an audition, things like that, not just sending them on stuff and expecting them to know what they need to do because this is their title and that's what they're going to do. Just take some time.
It is important to know that, and representation is everything. It's the face of your brand. It's everything. When you close your eyes and you go to sleep as an entrepreneur, your brand and the representation is still out there. Right. So that's why it's just so important. I saw a post the other day, Mr. Coffee Man. It was so the perfect post. He had his coffee, the end of the coffee drink in the trash, and then there was another water bottle from another black entrepreneur company in the trash. And he's like, even though it's finished and it's in the trash, our label is still there, our brand is still there. People are still going to know who we are. And I thought that was so powerful just to see those two bottles and that that cup in the trash can, and still just relating our brand is still here. We're still being represented, even though this is in the trash. I love that, and I thought that was so powerful to post that, and just so strategic on his part. But have you met the Coffee Man?
I have not. I do follow him on social media, so the meeting is bound to happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen after this. I'm gonna make sure that shout out to the Coffee Man. I'm gonna make sure y'all meet and link up, because that's what I love to do. I love to connect people, and just like every time I'm meeting people now, I'm like, yeah, make sure you come to the station because I want you to meet Douglas. He's such a great connect to have, and all the connects that he has, and just meeting people, especially us being black entrepreneurs and black people, and in this black culture together, we have to support each other, and we have to be able to give each other leads and connections and let the magic work itself. That's how I am. So I love it. Y'all gonna connect. Y'all are gonna connect. So back to your clothing line. So talk more about your clothing line, because I know you have the main stage, but I didn't know coming into that you had the clothing line as well.
So the clothing line started with just t-shirts. It was something, I guess that's one of those soft heart spoken stories. I was in a space where I just felt like I wasn't being heard. So I used to put some of my sayings and things of that nature on t-shirts. And then if anybody had anything coming up, like birthdays or whatever it is, I would, make sure I created a t-shirt for them. And then while I was in West Texas, one of my cousins reached out. She was just like, hey, what can I do for, I think the cousin was turning 8 or 9. What can I do for a birthday? So I just, shot a whole bunch of ideas. She was like, you need to start getting paid for this. You might be right about it. You might be right. She was like, because every time I need something, I come to you anyway, and then I send people to you. And you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So I started putting... let me back up. So about the age of 9 years old, I was at the Boys and Girls Club, and they had a sewing class. So I've been sewing and making my own clothes since I was 9, and wearing my own clothes, cutting up old jeans, old jackets, tie-dye shirts, all of that good stuff. So I've always done that. But when I started creating, I went more toward iron-on. So the first fashion show that I was in, all of the clothes that you saw that you would have seen were iron-on, but it looks like they were sewn. So I buy the clothes, and then I make the canvas. I mean the canvas I create on the canvas. So whatever I am thinking of, I do own a sewing machine. So if it gets crucial, if I do need to sew something, I can. It's a thing. But yeah, just inspired. Most of my clothes are, I would say, fit to a particular person. So if you were to ask me to make something, or if I were thinking about this interview today, whatever were to come to my mind as far as creativity, then I would create a line of hidden images. You get what I'm saying? That type of thing. So it's more so of an inspiration than following a trend.
Oh, okay. I like that. That is definitely different. I like that because I think for a lot of businesses that are upcoming, because there's so many upcoming, especially in the apparel business, that they're just following a trend.
Right.
And there's not really any aspiration or any type of personal motivation behind it. It's just, oh, she's doing it, so I'm going to do it too.
Right. Yeah, no. No, it's definitely. So the first fashion show that I was in, Mellifest, each model had something on that represented either how we met at the model call or getting to know them through the meet and greet, the Zoom calls and things like that, what energy that I got from them, and most of the things that they wore for my line were things that I got from them.
Okay.
So the clothes that they ended up, modeling, they went home with, and they can wear them because it's for them. That's
like
just
that.
really what I would like to.
I like that. And for any listeners out there, if you're an aspiring model, it doesn't matter what you look like, your size, shape, please reach out to Miss Jessieca here at Mainstage Entertainment. The models that I worked with, that I just want to touch bases back on that. That is what I loved about the two models, is that they both were just different in their figures, and it gave them both an opportunity to do different posing. I did some of the same poses with them, and it just gave me an opportunity to work with the different styles of models. So I loved their hair. I just loved everything about that session that we had. And again, like, if you're aspiring to be a model, there you go, Mainstage Entertainment. Like, seriously. And I'm here for you if you ever need a photographer again. Like, that was amazing. I went home when I was working on those pictures. I was like, yes, these models are so easy. Their makeup is done. Their clothing is on point. It is so important as a photographer. If you're a model listening, please take that extra minute to get yourself together. Like, we as photographers, I'm not going to sit up here and edit all of this, all of that, your arm, you ain't shaved, or I'm being dead serious.
You are, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching at the workshop. It's more to being a model and a brand ambassador than just showing up and being pretty.
It is.
You have to do the behind the scenes work as well. Like you said, the photographer is not going to do your makeup for you. There's only so much that the photographer can edit out. You come on, help you.
Yeah. I love that. Help you.
Come on. But yeah, there are definitely some things that that are in the limelight about what to do and what not to do. But again, the experience is not there. I can tell you not to do something, but why do I not want to do that? Well, you don't want to do that because when you walk in the room, as soon as you walk in the room, you're being judged by 15 different people.
Yeah.
Whether you're there for them or not. They're looking at how you walked in. They're looking at what time you got there. They're looking at this. They're looking at that.
Yep.
All of it.
Yep.
And you never know who you know until you know them. So you may think that, I'm just showing up for this model call. But this judge is connected to this fashion show, which this fashion show is connected to this coach, and this coach is connected to this magazine, and this magazine is connected to this podcast, but this podcast is connected to this award show.
Yeah.
Huh?
You never know. You absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I think it's so important, like you said, that being on time factor, that is so important for me. Like, please be on time.
Mine is today.
Like, no.
Me and my 12:01.
I'm talking about when I'm out on the session. I'm always late coming in here. Douglas, no, I roll in here 5 minutes till time.
You be ready. Put a little makeup on. There you go.
That's funny.
No, but when it comes to these sessions out here, like I just please be on time, and it is so important as a model to make sure that you are ready for a photographer. Because I feel like if you're a model, those things, like, I'm so sorry, like keeping your body up to par, I don't want to just say it, waxing. Yes, all of
self-care.
that. Self-care. Let's call it self-care. It's self-care as a model. Those are things that should just be upkept because that's part of your brand. It really is. And I think it's so important that when you come into these shoots as a model, that you are prepared from head to toe.
Absolutely.
Head to toe.
And speaking of toes, including... I have encountered some ankles for you. Some heels that look, lotion your feet. I'm just leave it at that. You know, I'm just please remember your feet. Remember your feet.
I'm laughing, and I'm gonna say this about myself because my first boudoir session with my mentor, my feet wasn't on point.
Oh, not the boudoir. Yes, you could. Everything got to be shiny in the boudoir.
We were outside at the Fort Worth Water Gardens too, and we were doing it out there. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, my little leaf press-on toenails was popping off. My feet were ashy, but I ain't know. I'm not a model, so hey.
That is not an excuse. It's not one. It's not.
Everything was going wrong with this.
Not for toenails to be popping off. That is not an excuse. It's not gonna work.
I'm just gonna keep it real because it's true. What you're saying is true. Like for real. Like lotion. And I had that experience at a couple other shoots. Like my models or the model or the client at the time needed lotion and we didn't have any. And I'm like, gosh. So now, even as a photographer, that's one of those things I remember through that experience. Like, I remember, do you have lotion? Oh, let me bring some lotion in case they don't have no lotion.
Lotion, rubber bands, safety pins, and bobby pins are very, very essential.
Yeah.
That's, you know, if you don't do nothing else, please have that. And a comb.
Yeah, and I'm saying all these things. I don't really mean to direct it towards just the models, photographers as well. Yes, if you're a photographer, like through your experience, like now I know there are certain things that I might just bring just to have in case a model or somebody might need it. So
life
lotion
happens.
is one of
them. Yes,
life
happens. You can't. Yeah.
This is funny.
Baby, get some oil on them things. Have a little mini thing of Vaseline at Dollar Tree. They sell a little.
Right?
Never
Get
mind.
it and
Okay.
let's go. So let me ask you this. We're on the subject of models. Who's your favorite? And, well, you don't have to name their name.
Okay.
But just experience. Tell me the experience. Like, who's your favorite and your worst model that you've worked with? You don't have to say their names.
You in person? Okay. So my favorite model that I have worked with, her experience came with a lot of direction. So it wasn't just her taking direction, but she was also letting the stylist know, hey, well, it wasn't a pretentious thing. It was, hey, last photo shoot that I did with this type of clothing, it worked a little bit better this way. So knowing that she knew about herself, also, it helped the stylist, it helped the photographer, it helped the pose coach. Like it just helped. Not so she could see herself without having to have a mirror in front of her.
Gotcha.
The worst would be blessed assurance. Showing up to a job and not completing it. That would be the worst.
Was this at an event?
Yeah. Yeah. It was at an event. You just expectations are set.
Yeah.
Clear expectations were set.
Nothing
So,
wrong
yeah.
with that.
Yes, it's more than just showing up and being pretty.
Yeah.
You actually gotta
Work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my best and my worst.
And nothing wrong with having expectations in business.
Right.
I think in life you're not supposed to expect certain things from people, but business, yeah. I have
You gotta lay some
expectations.
things on-
It's
on
ground
the table.
rules, expectations,
Paperwork.
everything, legality, all that. That's why I expect it to be done. So nothing wrong with that as well. And get rid of them. Hey, if you haven't already, get rid of them. I follow Gary Vee, and he will tell you in a heartbeat, if they're not working out for your company, get rid of them. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Don't wait. Don't let it linger around. Don't wait to see how long Joe Blow. Well, maybe Joe Blow will get it together. Get rid of Joe Blow now.
Right now.
and,
Immediately.
and get in somebody who is going to meet your expectations.
Yes. And exceed their own.
Exactly. I like that. Not only meet, but exceed them. I like that.
Then there's the one.
So important. It's important for me because, like, even with the magazine, for example, I had a couple clients here that needed photo shoots, and I reached out to some other photographers trying to give them business. And I just kind of expected some things to happen there, but it didn't happen. So I'm finding new photographers. Like, if you really want me to give you business, if you really want to be a part of the magazine, if you really want to be a brand ambassador, if you really want to be a part of what I do, if I send you a client, you're going to take that money. But if you let it sit out there, you don't want to do the work. So I can't expect to do business with you anymore.
I have learned to, because I used to refer everybody. I used to tag everybody.
Yeah.
As Dougie, he put up a post, I'm dope. 20 of them just ready. You need what? I have slowed down so much from that because, number one, people, I think they get confused. They don't know that, am I supposed to reach out or are they supposed to reach out to me? It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If it's been 2 or 3 hours and you see like a new comment on that post, but you don't see nothing in your inbox, then guess what you need to do?
Yeah.
You need to reach out to that person and start your own conversation. But if you don't follow up, why would I keep tagging you?
Yep. I absolutely agree.
If people are reaching out to you because of the tag and you don't respond, why would I keep tagging you?
Yep.
And then you be like, man, don't nobody tag me. No, you don't respond.
Yeah. True. 100%.
Like, come.
100% true.
One of my biggest things, people know before they approach me, don't come ask me for something unless you are ready.
Yeah.
I'm already ready for it. I got the Amazon cart ready. I got my checklist ready. You ready?
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I'm laughing. Everything
you said it
today hitting on the money.
You said that you was ready. You came at me and said, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You ready? Hey. I'm joining a fit class or a fit challenge, and I reached out to Coach Shanti, Hooked on Fitness Nutrition. Guess what her response to me was? You ready? Yep. You ready to go to pay and get started?
Yes. Are you ready? Because it looked good. Oh, it looked good.
Yeah.
Fitness class on Monday. I'll be summertime fun. Come Tuesday, you ready to drop out.
You ain't ready. You ready.
Lock come back. I don't even care about the refund, Coach. Just keep it. Look, I'm gonna donate the class to somebody else. It's just not for me.
Shout out to Coach Shanti of Hooked on Fitness and Nutrition. I promise, hon, I'm joining that boot camp class because I need it. Necesito.
That's funny.
But yeah, I love that too, and thank you for saying that because like I said, I'm still on my journey as an entrepreneur. You've been doing this a lot longer than I have, and I needed to hear that. You ready? Because I have a lot of conversations with people because I feel like I need to explain what I do, who I am, try to understand what you need. And in a way, what I do need to understand and dive more into it because of the advertising. I need to know what you want advertising. But at the same time, are you ready? like before I do all this explaining, when I'm done, are you ready?
Is it something that you're gonna play with, or is it something that you just gonna be like, yeah, and then 3 weeks later you be like, oh man, I forgot. We missed Zoom calls, we missed meetings. You were supposed to be here. Yeah. If you are, and that's for all the way around, just your person. Period. If I'm with somebody. Let's just say you tell me that you got diabetes or something. Did you take your medicine? Did you take your insulin? Check your levels today? You drink some water? What you eat today? Yeah. Don't tell me that I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. Okay. So we know what we got to do to get untired.
Right.
We need to change our diet. We need to this, we need to that. So yes, I'm going to get on your, did you drink water today? It's 9 o'clock. You're supposed to take your medicine at 6. Did you take your medicine? You ain't take it. You need something to eat.
Yeah. That's true.
Don't come at me. Tell me you got asthma. Where you pump it?
Like about this.
Right. What was you doing today?
Yeah.
Was you outside? It's red alert outside. Stay in the house.
Especially people, for me too. Like I say it all the time. Like I need to watch what I eat. But guess what? On my way here, I stopped at Panda. First of all,
we already know it's bad. You ain't even say Panda Express. Stop that Panda. They must know who's the rest. Stop that Panda.
Oh my goodness.
Look. And yesterday I had a business meeting with my friend Nadia and about finances. Oh, I hope these lashes are still on. And she looked at my bank account. Panda. You need to quit eating that Panda. And I told her, okay, I ain't gonna eat that Panda no more. And this morning I was at Panda.
Lord bless it. Woo. You got it. Self-discipline.
You're right. And that's what I told her. It's the self-discipline.
No, that's what you told who?
That's what I told Nadia.
That's what you told who?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Got it.
She helping me fix me.
That's
That's what I do. It's what I get paid for.
And I corrected myself too. I fell right in line. That's hilarious. So this self-discipline, woo.
Yeah, it's willpower to the highest. It's definitely. I've been on the pescatarian, vegan, vegetarian
Oh, I love that.
road for a while. I do the intermittent fasting, so I try. I maintain 5 days no meat, and then 2 days, which is usually the weekend, because I'm the busiest. I need my fuel. I try to do meat, but here lately, in the past 6 months, I've really been skipping the weekends on the meat. So it's just however you want to function. That's what your diet should be.
Wow, I love that. They whole say you are what you eat.
You are. If you want to be lazy, then you're gonna eat lazy food.
That's the same thing Coach said at our last tour. That's exactly what she said.
I mean, you can eat honey bun every now and again. Ain't nothing wrong with a little sweet little. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But all the time.
Yeah.
Everyday panda.
Yeah, everyday panda.
Twice a week panda.
Probably about 3 times a week
Ooh,
panda.
that's a lot of pandas. So let me ask you this: do you have an investment in Panda Express? Do you know if Panda Express is a publicly traded company?
Too, because her friend was there and she said the same thing. Because she said she eats a lot at Cheddar's, and she said because she ate so much at Cheddar's, she went and bought stock from them.
That is the smartest. You was at the right table. You hear me?
So
let me tell you something. Everywhere that I shop, everywhere right now, Instagram, Facebook, hey, how you doing? I am invested. I am paying myself.
Really?
Absolutely. Amazon, Nike, Clorox, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Dollar Tree, all of it.
That's a whole nother content video you need to have. We need to talk about that. That's a whole other topic.
That's what I'm saying. It's deeper than just.
It is.
When I say come to the workshop, I come to the workshop.
Oh, it sounds
becoming
like
an affiliate. Becoming.
I want to learn more about affiliate marketing.
It's not. It's easy to get into. It's very easy. It's so simple.
I think that's what I'm doing now.
You are.
I'm already doing it.
You are.
Yeah.
You definitely are. You need to hone it. That's it. That's it. Just because what a lot of people fail to realize, each market is its own job. You can't, just because you're doing affiliate marketing, you can't put it together.
Yeah.
It needs to be its own campaign.
It is. Yeah, so you're right.
Once you learn to do that, it's super easy. But your affiliate marketing, to the entrepreneurs out there, you use Shopify, you use Square, you use Cash App, any of that. Tap into the business tools. It's the little 3 dots or somewhere up in the settings or the help button, somewhere up and through there. They have resources and tools. They have marketing videos that you can look after or maybe make your own, whatever it is. Post it, tag them, and they will retag and repost and repost, right? Once you get the algorithm up, once they see that you're doing that, they will pay you for using the product that you were paying to use. Right? Oh, okay.
Oh, I went dead over here on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram.
You might have hit your hour.
Well, it's about 5% left. I never charge my stuff. That's always
Lord
dead.
Bless it. But yeah, it's definitely an investment to make in yourself. To do it.
I like that. That's definitely good information right there. When I get home today, I'm going to be diving into that.
Look at it.
When I learn stuff, I go and I research it and I dive into it while it's fresh on my mind. Because I hate to forget. And what did she talk about again? Or what did she say?
It's super easy. Let me tell you, one of the videos that I saw, and it was on a YouTube that I was watching. I can't even remember. Listen, let me tell you how much of an impact it was. I can't remember the YouTube video I was watching, but I can remember the affiliate video that popped up. Right? So the video popped up. He was just like, why don't you, sell bottled water on Amazon?
Yeah.
Right? Real simple. Get you a business account through Sam's, buy the 10, 15, 20 packs, whatever it is, or do drop shipping or what have you, however you want to set that up. Get you a business account at Sam's, sell it on Amazon, boom, and there you go.
Wow.
Selling bottled water.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, there are, of course, once you sign up with Amazon to sell, there are things that you have to go through. There are channels that you have to do. It does take maybe about a week or two to get approved and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But the gist of it is, go buy something, hit sell on Amazon. It's a little button that you click.
Mm-hmm.
Click that. Sign up for a seller account. Get approved. And go for it.
Yeah. I want to do
You
that.
can even resell other products that are already on Amazon because Amazon has their own warehouse. So you don't even have to have inventory or product.
You can use
sell
their
from yes.
What? See, I didn't even know that. And this is a podcast about entrepreneurs and everything, and I'm still learning. That's why I tell other people, entrepreneurs, like, don't be afraid to reach out, network, communicate, ask questions when you don't know. If you don't know, you just don't know. It's not that you're stupid or you're ignorant or anything like that. You just haven't been taught it yet.
Right, that's what I tell
That's
you.
it.
Because the barbershop that I ran across, I had been yelling at him. When I say yell, I don't really yell at people. Well,
you have a
let me
sweet
take
voice.
that back.
I'm the one who's been yelling.
Some of y'all might be yelled at. But I was yelling at him about getting his Facebook page. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I know I need to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it. So I waited a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna press you. I don't chase folks now. You said you're gonna do it. I'm gonna give you time. 2 weeks to me, that's enough, right?
Yeah. At least to get started.
Got Facebook page. It's it's nothing. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I see you out. No. We're not talking about me. How about you? What's Facebook? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right. Week later. So I rolled up to the office. I said, you know what? Let me catch this edge up real quick. Line me up. Do you do this Facebook page yet? I'm sitting in your chair now. You do this Facebook page? No, I ain't did it. Where your phone at? Give me your phone. Did it for him right then.
Yeah.
Right? By the time he was finished with my lineup, my edge up, whoever it is, however it is, which was maybe about 20 minutes, he had already had over 100 followers. People already know what you do.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
He was like, that's great. I didn't even know. Because you didn't do it. No, you didn't know. He was like, I'm so stupid. You're not stupid.
No,
you're just
you're
ignorant.
Not.
That's it. And people get so offended with the word ignorant. They look it up. Please look it up. You ignorant. I would rather be ignorant than stupid. Ignorant means I can learn. I can learn from this. I can get the information. I can get the knowledge, and I will no longer be ignorant of this subject.
Right.
The only dumb question is the one that you don't ask.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's just, hey.
Especially if you're out here trying to build a brand, you better be asking questions.
The right questions to the right people. A whole bunch of questions.
Exactly.
A whole lot of them.
Write them down, rewrite, and verify.
And then go back one more time.
Yep.
Okay, now last time you said it was going to be this. Now, is it still going to be this or did something change? No, nothing changed. It's still going to be that. Come on with it. Now, if you wait another year or something, you might have to do some more research. But come on. Just start.
And there's nothing wrong with verifying. I had to tell Coach Shanti the other day, trust but verify. Even as all of us being part of the Women with Purpose Tour, me being the founder, I don't hold myself any differently from the other ladies. I'm like, yeah, y'all trust me, but verify with me as well. Because sometimes I make mistakes, I forget, or I think one time I slipped out the wrong date and they were advertising another date. Trust but verify. And I think even with your co-founders, even with your CEOs, even with the founders of the brands, again, I'm going to say it again, trust but verify. So that's highly important. So this has been a wonderful afternoon. Like, Jessica, girl, we own it.
It's an experience. It's definitely an experience. It's a lot of people that know me already, that have experienced, that have worked with me, are just like, more people need to know to work with you. Like, they don't know what you do, or maybe they just. I feel like I'm, trust and verify. You know what you show right, Dougie. You want to make sure that you're putting yourself in the right space with the right people, the right energies, the right wherever you're trying to elevate yourself to.
Oh, yeah, that is so important. And Like, this conversation for me, like, I just learned so much in this little time. I feel like we could go for another 2 hours.
Probably, most likely. Man, there's some stuff in here. There's some stuff in here. Do you?
And I can tell. If you're listening out there, she knows exactly what she's talking about. Again, Jessieca Savage, Mainstage Entertainment. Please like, follow, share anything you see. Tell me about your website. Because I don't think we talked about it.
We did not. So Mainstage ENT features all of the events that we are currently hosting and we will be hosting. That is also where you can book the models, the motivational speakers, the producers, the singers. All of our talent is listed there on the website as well, along with the upcoming events. And then SavageCEO.com. That is the website for the online boutique, all the clothes that you will see and accessories. Excuse me, and the Savage CEO Beyond Body, which I want to say maybe about 5 years ago, I went through some medical issues and it changed my diet and all this other stuff. So there were already things that I was doing. I used to get teased for bodybuilding, quote unquote, at a younger age in my young adulthood. Kids, you know, fupas, all that. So fupas later. My husband actually asked me the question the other day, do you want to start bodybuilding again? So Savage CEO Beyond Body is that's where that came from. Going beyond bodybuilding. It's a mental state. It's something that you have to embrace. It's a lifestyle change. And it's something that can be incorporated into your just everyday life, whether it be work, school, parenting, whatever it is. Discipline, self-control, willpower, all of it can all be applied in different aspects of your life. And the other business that we have not mentioned is Savage CEO Wellness, and that is again more so focused on mental health and pain, so to speak. So it is a hemp. I am a legal hemp dispensary. So I sell CBD and Delta 8 THC and all the other products that are getting ready to come out. My vendor just came out with some new products last week, so we should be featuring some more products maybe the middle of April. So the website is under construction right now, but when it is up, it is SavageCEOWellness.com.
Wow. You know how they say the jack of all trades? You're like the Jill of all trades. 'Cause you got it going on here.
I need my 8.
Right?
I need all 8. 10 if you'll let me have it.
Hey, I'm with you on that. So, like I said, today's just been so enlightening for me. I know all the listeners out there, I know y'all learned something. If you didn't leave today with some knowledge, then we're going to have to step our game up there because she spent a lot of knowledge today. So I just want to thank you again, Jessieca, for coming here, taking the day out, bringing your baby girl with you. We're going to interview you next, okay? She's like, yeah. I love that she's ready for that.
Oh, Jesus.
I love it. Latanja, one of the co-founders of the Women with Purpose Tour, her daughter, she's only 12. She speaks. Like, she speaks on behalf of her mom for Pretty and Packing. And, man, that baby girl will have you in tears and she'll have you laughing and crying and all at the same time.
So one of the things that I want to do with Mainstage Entertainment for the youth is to host etiquette classes, speaking classes and things of that nature, because that's what I was raised on. I was I can't remember the name of the program at the current moment, but I was a little sister with the Delta Sigma Theta, and they taught me a lot of how to sell yourself, putting together a resume, interviewing. And I think this was maybe like 3rd or 4th grade, all the way up until 7th. And most of the things, like you said, it hasn't changed. Your manners are still going to be the same. Please, thank you, yes ma'am, no ma'am, things like that. How to eat at a table or a banquet, or, you know, they took us to tea rooms and showed us different things like that, just to have that exposure. and then applying it, putting yourself in position to go to balls and galas.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
But yes, that's one of the things that I want to incorporate is etiquette classes. So if anybody out there wants to collaborate with me with putting etiquette classes together for young teens, men and women, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings, queens, princesses, whoever, them, all of it.
Everybody.
All of it. Your mamas and grannies too, because sometimes they don't know.
True. That is so true. Nadia might want to link up with you on that.
Come on, Nadia. Hey, Nadia. We done heard your name 7 times, Nadia.
That's when you said business bestie earlier, that's we met just by me putting on the Win with Purpose tour, and she wanted to be a vendor, and from there we just became business besties. We don't go a day without having a conversation about business, but we also apply personal life. Like, we're friends now. Like, she's like a really good friend. But I named her CEO of the Win with Purpose tour, and I named her that for a reason, because we're opposites, and where I fall short, she really carries the Win with Purpose tour, especially with that making sure people are doing what they're supposed to do. I'm a little more laxed, but she
cracks the whip.
Nadia gonna crack it. And they respect her. She's already established that rapport of herself, of who she is. So you just have to respect her for that. For me, it's like, if I do that, it's like, well, Sabrina, you different today. That's not normally you.
Gotcha.
You know, so that's why I love that she's the CEO, because I'm good cop, she bad cop.
Adorable.
And we work out perfectly. So, but yes, I definitely, you and we definitely got a lot of stuff we're gonna have to continue to work on and connect with. And I'm telling you, girl, on that Spanish, you and I I necesito amigas que hablar en español. Like, I do.
And if you can help me with this Texas twang, I'll turn it right back to you. Sure will. Give it to you like you gave it to me.
I love the Texas twang. But yes, thank you again. This has been a wonderful show. Like, this has been a great afternoon. I'm going to go home and all smile. I can't wait to go back and listen to this interview. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be laughing again.
I'm here to entertain. You know?
Exactly. Mainstage Entertainment. That's what you do. So I just want to wrap up the show again by saying thank you to Leonard Anderson of Making Moves and Thanking God Apparel. I love my shirt. This is such a beautiful shirt, and I'm going to come back and get more apparel from you. Thank you again. Like I wrap up all of my show, que tengan un buen día ustedes. I love you all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and catch me next Monday when I'll have a special guest and also more information about the upcoming Women with Purpose tour. Que tengan un buen día ustedes. Bye.